see the body fat. I've always see the leanness of the legs. Look at that. Where is the body fat? You can sort of see there's nothing there in terms of body fat. Just lean, vascular, and that's my whole body. The fat is just stripped off. You know, there's just literally no fat. You know what I mean? It's just, hang on, I've got to take a phone call. Got to ring the hospital. Yo, doc. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, I'm running too low in body fat. Hang on, I got another call. God, these Persian doctors on the... Dr. Persian, yeah. Can you help me with some body fat, bro? I don't know what to do. Okay, you can't? Okay, see you later, mate. Useless. So, sugar makes you fat, but you're too ripped around it. Oh, yeah, I got you, man. I got you out before. But it's hilarious, man, isn't it? It's hilarious, people out there fearing sugar. Durianrider, you're too lean, mate. Look at you're shredded, bro. Shredded. As a man, I'm judged on my performances in life. Guys, I don't know if you understand yet. I learned this late in life, but us men, we're judged on our performances, right? We have to build our value. Women have to preserve their value, okay? Men, we have to build our value. Think 18-year-old. When you're 18, as a man, what do you got? You're 18, you know? I mean, you've got a lot, but, you know, in terms of your value, what you offer, it's not so much for people. But let's say you're an 18-year-old female, then you've got to preserve that youthfulness, the innocence, that sunshine, that aura, that vibe. Preserve that value, okay? Think, you know, Megan Fox, and now she botched it up with all the plastic surgeries and stuff, and all the Michael Jackson representation these days, unfortunately. So men have to build value, women just have to preserve value. So the reason why I eat like I eat is not just to enjoy this sort of technology, it's because as a man, judging on performances, aren't I? What can I provide? So people count on me to get it fucking done, to take action, to deliver. That is why I eat what I eat. High carbohydrate diet. This is literally just pasta with some organic ketchup poured on top. Where'd that bottle go? Right. Don't panic, it's organic. That's it, mate. Simple as that. How much should I eat? I don't have any calories in this. I don't have any grams. Eat as much as I want whenever I want it. Done deal for dinner. Starches for dinner, sugars all day, and that manic energy that I love, that I run on. Then you have your starch at night time, just set and forget. So all day I've been snacking on sugars, lollies, fruits. I love that high water content energy, simple sugar energy. And at night time I have the starches, boom, wind down. And that glycogen partitioning next day is amazing, amazing. Let's answer some questions here. Give us a super chat. If you want your question 100% answered, do a super chat. Otherwise, just flick through and see how we're going. You know, so it's time for bed. Yeah, it's getting time for bed soon. Hi, Durianrider, you've helped me so much. I really appreciate it. Seriously changed my life from the dystopian protagonist. Hey, man, I'm here to help. You know, I'm here to serve, and nothing for me feels better than contribution. Helping people out, helping the planet, helping the animals. That is why I turn up every fucking day. And this is why I eat so much carbohydrate. People are like, you don't train much. I follow you on Strava. You don't train much. Where does all the carbs go? The carbs goes into giving to my community, my society, the environment around me, the animals that I care for, etc. That's where my carbs go, man. Right? So that's why I always carb up. And let's have a taste of this, man. Man, this is pasta. Here's some organic ketchup. Damn, it's just simple. Oh, no. Yeah. Love it. Carbs. It's a carb spit everywhere. Spitting the pasta chunk on the alpha flow. Carbs the win, baby. Yeah, I love it. For me, I'm not so much of a starch man during the day, but starches at night, I'm loving that. During the day, I love the sugar, the fruit, stuff like that. End of the day, I have my savory stuff. Alpha Fly 3. Can you dig it? $250. I sell this for $250 AUD. If you want in Australia, want some cheap Alpha Flies, hit me up. $10 track shipping, $250. Danny Kirsch. Yo, bro. Danny in the hood. Doing those soundtracks back in the day for me and Freely. Cheers, brother. So, yeah. Yeah. Ivan says, I've been doing whatever you say till dinner time, sugar, fruit, etc. Still getting extremely lean, and this is ridiculous. Yeah. What do I eat before a bike ride? For me, what I eat before a bike ride is sugar water. All right, I take sugar water before the ride, sugar water on the ride. I take dates with me, lollies, just high sugar, low fat, low protein stock, vegan stuff, dates, sugar, sugar in water, things like that. Lollies, vegan gummies, things like that. Jelly beans. So that's what I have before, during, and after a ride, and that just makes me feel the absolute fucking best, man. I need my legs, right? I need my legs to feel powerful. I love that feeling. Just hitting the pedals, 300 watts, 350, 400, 800 watts, whatever, 1200 watts, 1500 watts. Just when you hit that watts, your legs just feel snappy, crisp. That's addictive. For me, especially holding that 300 to 400 watts as long as I can. There's that euphoria going. You get that trance state, maybe a 10-minute climb or a 1 hour climb, 2 hour, 4 hour climb, 29, whatever. 2.5 hours for me, roundabouts. You get in that trance state. You sort of transcend stuff naturally, and it feels really, really good. Got sauce in my chin. We've got a super chat here. A couple of super chats in the house. Rock Hopper, cheers, brother. Good luck to selling all the... good luck to all the carnivores riding in the Tour de France this coming weekend. True that. Where's the people doing the carnivore diet in the Tour de France? All right, you don't have that lot. You have vegans in there. Everyone's doing high carb. You don't have any carnivores doing it. So cheers for that super chat, Rockhopper 392. Thank you very much. Got another super chat here from Dazzler B. Cheers to super chat, brother. Hey Harley, how many carbs per hour during racing? Sugar water 1-1 ratio is enough for long distance endurance. Sugar water at a 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah, I guess you could do 500 grams of sugar and 500 mils of water. You could do that, and that becomes like a gel, For me, the water-sugar ratio isn't as important as long as you can just get it down. But how much carbs per hour? I'm going to say depends on your body weight, depends on your digestion and stuff. I'm going to say between 100 grams per hour, to 250 grams per hour, okay? Basically as much as you want. But I'm going to say as a range, 100 to 250 grams per hour, all right? Go with that. And you will find you come home from racing or training just like so much fresher, okay? I've taken performance-enhancing drugs before, testosterone, Deca, Winstrol, Tren, etc. All right? I've got extensive experience, myself and other people, taking PEDs. And nothing comes close to the power of sugar water. Sufficient carbohydrates. Nothing comes close. You can take all the EPO in the world. I've never used EPO, but I've had friends who've used it, and it's amazing. I'm not recommending it, just saying. That doesn't come close to sugar water. Okay, so start with 100 to 250 grams of sugar per hour. All right, in water. How much water? As much as you want. Now, obviously, sometimes it's a bit hard to exactly measure it all out, but I'm going to say, take at least a 500-gram bag of sugar with you if you're going out for 5 hours, and guzzle that down by the time you get back. Okay, and then try and do like a fifth of the bag per hour. But sometimes it can be hard to measure it out, but if you're at a marathon, you can measure your bottles pre-handed and get someone to hand them to you on the race course, and you make sure you knock those bottles back, okay? Or if you're in a bike race, what I would do would have like one bottle, with 500 grams of sugar in there, like a gel, and then with water in there, and so you have a big sculpt of that every 15 minutes and go with that. So yeah, 100 to 250 grams per hour. Now, I know some Tour de France riders I talk with are doing 250 grams per hour, okay? So, yeah, just saying. As much as you want, okay? And the good thing, what I recommend is table sugar. Just white sugar. It's cheap, it's pH neutral, and it digests so well. But things with gels and stuff like that, they have sodium benzoate, they have the preservatives, which, who knows if they're good for you or not, but digestion-wise, they can cause stomach problems, okay? So it's not the sugar problems, it's the preservatives and all the stuff in there. So I would go with, and the caffeine and painkillers mixing around, I'm going to go with sugar, table sugar, water. White sugar, and brown sugar, whatever. Just get the sugar in. For me, I prefer white sugar, but I like the taste of brown sugar sometimes as well, mix it up. So, the thing with sugar, always eat unlimited per day. Always eat unlimited sugar per week. If you got, again, What's my qualifications doing right? This is the qualifications game. All right, this is the qualifications. Where's the body fat? I'm almost 50 and I'm beating guys who are 20. Yes, I did a running. And that's not to me be all arrogant and like, hey, look at me. I'm just saying this stuff works. Yes, I did a running race. Super fit lad. Got second place to me yesterday. Super fit dude. He's lean, he's ripped, and he's 20. And I beat him, you know. But I had to put in the work to beat him. He's a fit lad, mate. He's a strappingly fit lad. And, you know, but for me to beat him, I had to put the work in. I ran a 16:35. I think he did like a 17:10 or something. That's on Park Run Torrens stuff. So that's my reality, man, is I'm racing, competing, beating, trying to beat, depends on who it is on the day, people in their 20s or teenagers, man, okay? If someone said to me, hey, Harley, when you're almost 50, you'll be running your fastest times ever for 5,000 meters, I'd be a bit like, yeah, nah. So, yeah. But this is the reality, man. Carbs to win. Eat like a Kenyan. Train like a Kenyan. Actually, I don't train like a Kenyan. I eat like a Kenyan, but I don't train like a Kenyan. But this year, I'm doing more training. Going to do more training. Keep saying that, don't I? Keep saying that. I'm going to do more training one day. I never do. I'm a lazy trainer. Before a bike ride, sugar water for the win. Yeah, it's former keto, low carb here. Initially it worked, but later, after a few years, felt awful, backed up, tired, etc. Lasted a few months getting the carbs back, up to 80% of my macros, eating heaps, losing weight, for sure, man. You know, just made some orange juice, very good. Do eat potatoes. I eat all the plant foods. I eat all the plant foods, the carbohydrate plant foods. I eat all of them. Where do you get your iron? I get my iron from plants, bruh. Where does the horse get its iron from, bruh? You know? Danny says, Harley, is low-fat white fish without oil fattening? I would say no, but why are we eating cat food, all right? The problem with fish is it's full of pollutants, mercury, heavy metals, dioxins. It's dodgy, bacteria, salmonella. It's not human food. I'm gonna say I can't recommend it. I can't recommend humans eat cat food. Okay, just saying. Does it make anyone fat? Does fish make you fat? Well, make you stinky, make you gut, and give you pinworms. But I don't think anyone gets fat from fish unless it's fried, because fish can be quite lean. But then again, I'm like, why are we eating fish? Right? There's no nutrients in fish we need that we don't make ourselves or can't get from plants. And the thing with fish today, it's so full of pollutants. Plus, if we're going to go with the karmic or the biological, ecological standpoint, what we're doing to the oceans is horrendous. So if we want to have fish, okay, people are, I need my fish, okay, cool. I would recommend the ethical way to do it is to eat the goldfish that float on the tank every morning at local pet shop. So you could leave your phone somewhere, hey, any goldfish flows this morning, I'll cook them up for lunch. And then that way the fish just died, you ate it, good to go, all right? Or if you walk along the beach and you see some washed up fish, but then again, you get the pollutants. But with the goldfish, they're probably cleaner. But who the fuck's eating goldfish? People laugh, they oh, that's gross. But that's fish, it's white fish. Again, it's the fishy business. It's fishy. The fish industry is fishy. Recommending fish is fishy, all right? No one wants to smell like fish. It's not a compliment. Wow, you smell very fishy. You're a fishy person, okay? I used to love going fishing because it was time in nature, and you're like, wow, what's this fish? I got a big barramundi or something. It's sort of cool. You're like, wow, there's a big sea creature. You bring it up, look at it, and you chuck it back in the water. And I never felt good killing a fish. I was like, wow, this beautiful fish. I'm just chucking it back, you know? So, yeah, so, you know. I like being ripped. I like helping the planet. I'm eating my motherfucking carbs. All right? That's what I'm doing. Don't have to restrict. I like to eat that. I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, that's my deal. Save the fish for the pelicans. Do you ever have full days raw? Yeah, sometimes I do, man. If the fruit's just that good, so definitely, for sure. Tips to help hypertrophic scar and chest. I used to have one right here. I used to have a big hypertrophic scar. It just went away over time. I think if you get really, really fit, maybe helps get it going on. When was the last day full raw? When was my last day eating just raw food? I think probably in 2023 in the Philippines. Natasha and myself were in the Philippines, and we were just eating meringue, and durian all day. So yeah, probably October 2023. Do I miss Freely? Yeah, I think it'd be great if we had some sort of friendship going on there. Well, and you know what I mean? So I think I definitely miss those collaboration times for sure. And I guess, I definitely made some bad choices there at the end of our relationship with what I said and stuff like that. So, forgivenesses for that. Sorry for that, Freely. But yeah, so I miss that vibe we have, the friendship and stuff, and great for the community. So it is what it is. I got no dramas with Freely. Last time I saw her was in 2021. Went up there when I was in Cape Trib. Me and Natasha up there. I said I'll drop in to see Freely, do a bit of welfare check, and we had a great chat for hours. And then they're trying to come after that. So it's all good. But no, I got no hard feelings, and Freely's doing great. It's good to see she's putting the sugar. So if Freely wants to reach out and say good day, then yeah, for sure. It'd be good to I think it'd be great to do a collab with the Banana Girl and get it out there. The community would love it, and it'd be great. So yeah, Freely's doing good. Good on her. She's a great example of the lifestyle, man. Put the work in and ride your bike, keep the fat low, and amazing results will come to you, for sure. I need a size 6 running shoes. I got size 16 running shoes. Actually, I got size 15. And I would say, looking back, again, people say you shouldn't talk about relationships, but we're all public, we're online. The person I was back in the day, I wasn't as experienced as I am now. So I would take things as a guy personally. And guys, if you want to have success with women, you can't take them too literally. You got to understand women have their moods. And to have success with women, guys, you have to learn to roll. I'm on a 1% battery. You have to learn to roll with a woman's moods. If you can't roll with her moods, guys, then you're going to be done, bro. You're going to be women are just interesting creatures in that, let's call them amazing creatures. I'm getting cancelled here, but women are amazing. We're all amazing creatures in a way, aren't we? Us humans. But complex in a way, but also very simple. So just the best way to have success with women, guys, is roll with their emotions. Women will say the most horrendous things, man. The most horrendous things. And then 10 minutes later, they're giving you deep, or you're absolutely slamming, you're having good times. Okay, so don't take it personal. Women will say the most horrendous things. If you can make a woman, then she's gonna, and you pissing her off, she'll get very, very aggressive, very violent, very vocally abusive or whatever. That's just what women will do. Okay, and as a guy, sometimes we take it personally at the start because we're a bit noobish. So I used to do that. If you can make her calm, you're going to make her fucking angry as well. She feels your presence being pulled away. She will get viciously aggressive, get violent. She'll be, just as I said, abusive. She'll be talking shit about you online. She'll just try and destroy your property. If you pull away from a girl, even though it don't even mean to, you're making her calm, you're making her scream, and then you pull away from her, oof, that's not a good thing to be doing, man. That's dangerous territory, okay? So you got to roll with the emotions of the feminine. And because as a guy, we're meant to be stoic, rock solid, dependable, consistent, okay? And that's what as men, we expect of our other men, of our masculine friends. But with women, that's not how it is. Women are like the weather, and that's okay. That's okay, guys. So you got to roll with it. Put your Gore-Tex on when it's cold and wet, and then windy, and then when it's hot, you take your shirt off and cool down. You got to dress for the climate, roll with the climate of the feminine. And so when a woman says something really nasty as a man, that cuts in deep, all right? And you think, oh, man, I would never say that. Jan, she's crazy. Like, no, she's a woman. Women ain't crazy. They're women, okay? And that's cool, okay? So it's a lot of guys, it cracks them, man. They're really, they end up, misogynist or, going with the other team, and that's fine if that's what you're into. I'm just saying a lot of guys can't handle women because they can't handle the mood swings, right? If she doesn't have crazy mood swings, when you guys are close, then she's, in my book, she's not that into you, or she's not a woman. That's just how it is, man. It's like, so guys got to roll with that. And some guys are like, it ain't worth the drama. My peace is worth more than the pussy. And I get that. I can relate to that. I get that. But if you can manage women, you get the peace and the pussy. And that's the ultimate pie, in my opinion, the vegan pie. Anyway, so, yeah, that's the dealio there. Off tangent, but we like to cover all the bases here. All the bases here. All right. We've got some comments here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, a lot of comments. If you do a super chat, I can definitely answer your question because there's a lot of questions coming in here. How much sugar a day can you eat without putting on weight? You just, you have to eat as much sugar as you crave, bro. I eat as much sugar as I crave every single day. Do I look fat? I mean, I've been doing this thing for decades. 4 decades. 4 decades. Since I was about 8, I was eating as much sugar every day as I care for, okay? Every single day, except for maybe those 2 or 3 times, the 2 or 3 days I did a water fast back in 2007, okay? But other than, let's say 3 days in 2007, I've been eating as much sugar as I want every single day, every single week, okay? Let's say every single month. Every single month, I eat as much sugar as I want for the last 4 decades. So how much sugar can you eat without putting on weight? You eat as much sugar as you want, bro. As much sugar as you want. Every day, okay? And you do, if you want to get ripped, just do my protocols. Go durianrider.com, get my ebooks, and just forget everything else. Just read those ebooks, create a study, become an obsession, create a focus, get it fucking done. That's the recipe, man. Just do that. Do that. Get ripped. Stop counting your calories and worrying about stuff. Just cut out the bullshit. Cut out the foods I recommend to cut out. Eat the things I recommend to eat in my ebooks. And just set and forget. Lock in. Lock in the results. Lock in the behavior. Get it fucking done, man. Men, we are judged on our performances, as I said before. All right? How the fuck are you going to perform your best as a man if you're under fucking carbed? If you're counting your carbs, I can't eat too much carbohydrate. If you're counting your calories. No. It's wrong, man, okay? Eat as much as you carbohydrate as you want. All right, another super chat here. Boom. Vaundry says, I've gained 25 pounds on the low-fat, high-carb, plant-based. I can barely run anymore. I'm so heavy, please help. Stop doing whatever you're fucking doing and get onto my protocols, my friend. Now, thanks for the super chat. You know what I mean? Stop. I know what the fuck you're doing. Stop it. Do what I'm doing. Look how lean I am, bro. All right? Look at that. Where is the fat? Where is the fat? People are like, oh, put your leg away. There's all bone and muscle and sinew. Oh, that's disgusting, dude. There's no fat on you. Your face is all gone. Ah! That sugar makes you fat. Do what I'm recommending in my ebooks. I guarantee you will get all sucked in and guaranteed, man. Guaranteed. Look at Natasha. You all right? When she eats more fat and protein, she puts on the weight and she still looks amazing. When she restricts her fat and protein, sucks in. All right? 18 BMI in the post. The fat and protein modulate your weight. Want to gain more weight? Eat more fat and protein. Want to get sucked in and tight and ripped and shredded and jawlined? Then just eat a pure carbohydrate vegan diet 100% of the time. Little protein as possible, little fat as possible, as much as you want every day. Never restrict your carbohydrate calories. Only restrict your carbs on the days you want to underperform. Only restrict carbs on the days you want your thyroid to get, boom, uppercutted. Okay? Thyroid, boom, uppercut. Do my protocols in my ebooks. Lock in the results. Sounds salesy, but it's true. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to tell. I'm here to serve. All right? Why would people do anything if their goal is sustained weight loss, feeling great, performing your best? Why would anyone do anything other than my protocol? Seriously. I see all these Olympic athletes I talk with, and they're like, oh, my coach said do this, my nutritionist said do this, and I said, your nutritionist is fat, okay? They might be a nice person, that's cool, but they're fucking fat. Why would you listen to them? Do you want the body of your nutritionist? Well, my nutritionist is quite tubby. Then why the fuck are you listening to them? If their protocols work so good, how come they ain't fit and smashing it? You know? I mean, obviously not everyone can run Olympic level, but you should be fucking decently fit if you're a nutritionist. You should be able to run a sub 5-minute 5K, a sub 20-minute 5K as a man or woman. If you're a nutritionist, you should look really lean. If you're a malnutritionist, you should look shredded, bro, all year long, with no starving, and not be running on caffeine and stims. So these athletes are listening to these people, and these people are writing out plans, and the athletes develop eating disorders because the plan's going to make you fucking fat or too fat to be the athlete you want to be. So then people start starving themselves, and their thyroid cakes are beating, and then they're taking synthetic thyroid drugs, and then there's all like the anxiety. It's just a shit show out there. Do my protocols, okay? And you have the best life ever, okay? This is unquestionable. Unquestionable. This is more pasta here. Oh, man. How much carbs do I eat every day? As much as I want. As much as I want. Water in the bin, man. I dumpster dive so much stuff. It's crazy. 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 I remember Freely back in 2007 when we first met. I said, one day, Freely, you'll be so skinny, so slim, people will make videos calling you too skinny. And she got offended. Literally, she got offended. And I said that. She said, oh, it's not true. That's never going to happen. You're crazy. You're crazy, Harley. People are going to make fun of me because I'm too lean. I'm too light. I'm too skinny. No way. Yes way. Okay. Eventually, people started making, calling out. So sorry, you know what I mean? Got a lot to do with me. Remember 2008? I did that video, am I too lean? Am I too skinny? And it blew up for, back in 2008. I was like, wow, this is interesting. Yeah? People who call me too lean are just too fat. You're too slow. Or what I said in the video, if I'm too lean, you're just too slow, bro. So yeah, that's the funny part of it. So yeah, it's the I guarantee. That's why I can speak with such conviction and confidence, okay? Okay? What have I done here? My phone, hang on, it's like a bit sticking around. Here we go. Can you get fruit in Chiang Mai? Get fruit all over Thailand every day. Do I have starch in my diet? Yeah, bro, every day. Yeah, I every day eat white rice, man. Starch for dinner for the win for me. I have to have. This is what I recommend people to get the shred all along, all year. The diet, vegan, fruits, sugars, starches, fruits, blueberries to bananas, all the sweet sugary fruits, dried fruits, frozen fruit, canned fruit, tinned fruit. Boom, fruit. You got to have fruit every day. Breakfast, lunch, fruit, boom, for the win. Sugar, table sugar, brown sugar, fructose syrup, glucose syrup, maltodextrin, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to eat it all. Have it on your fruit. Have it in the water. Drink it. Teaspoon it. Whatever. Fruits, sugars. Unlimited every fucking day. Starches. Potatoes. Rice. Quinoa. Millet. Buckwheat. Rice. Wheat. Semolina stuff. Couscous. Wheat. Kamut. Whatever you like. Starches. For me, it's white rice. I love the white rice. Organic rice, preferably. Whatever. White rice is life. Rice cooker, pour it in, put the water in, hit the switch. Don't be an undercut bitch. With rice, I have with ketchup and sugar. One of my favorite meals on the planet. This is the meal I eat. This is a hack. If I want to perform my best next day, I have white rice with water, with sugar, just a bit of water, and then the ketchup on top, and sort of mush it around and eat that. Oh, it's disgusting. People say this is fucking 5-star cuisine for me. And it gives me this ripped physique, and it gives me this crazy energy next day that I love to have. Okay? I want to have crazy energy without the stims, okay? I can take stims, small microdose here and there. Not every day, not even every week. The more stress I have, I don't touch stims that day. If today's going to be a stressful day, I don't touch any stims, okay? Because stress brings cortisol up. If you're in stims, cortisol goes in too high. So the higher the stress, I rarely use any stims. But what I love is having this, waking up with the full glycogen and just burn that glycogen all day, doing my things, and snacking on sugars all day. And then you're avoiding the fats and the proteins, and you're just getting super lean. So there you go. Question here, where do you get vitamin B12? Also, what about essential fatty acids? Essential fatty acids in every single fruit and vegetable, and nuts and seeds, has all the essential fatty acids. Boom. Problem solved. Have you ever met anyone with a fatty acid deficiency? Me either. I haven't. Where do you get your B12 from? My body produces vitamin B12. B12 is also found in the soil, unwashed fruits and vegetables. In the air, B12 is in the air. I don't like the levels I just get from that, so I do B12 injections. Because I like having high hemoglobin levels. Because high hemoglobin levels, that's good for me. So I pin myself some B12 shot. I actually did pin a B12 shots. Every 3 or 4 or 5 months, I give myself 1,000 microgram B12 shot. Cost me $2.50. I use a slim pin, do it myself. Set and forget. So anyone out there says, oh, you're a vegan, your B12 must be low. I guarantee my B12 is higher than yours, my friend. So zip it. And so for $2.50 every few months, I run a higher B12 serum level than my meat-hard friends out there who give me crap. And you're eating meat to get B12, so increasing risk of cancer, stroke, obesity, diabetes, etc. Plus you get inhaling all these anti-nutrients, these pollutants and hormones and stuff from the meat and the vaccinations they injected the cow, and then you got to eat that, and it's like, who knows what that does. You're eating that stuff and the torture of that. But maybe you're dumpster diving the meat, and then that, okay, I get that, but you're still eating like crap with that just to get some B12? That doesn't sound like a good deal to me. That does not sound like a good deal to me. That's just like saying, that's like me getting, that's like getting horrifically injured to get a payout. But you're so horrifically injured, you can't walk, you can't talk, you can't fuck. But yeah, you got a couple $1 million, but you can't use it properly now. So what's the point of that? So I just use B12 shot, and you're good to go. Do I do golf? No. Do golf. So that's the deal. How do you get by on the bike life when it's pissing rain? I put the Gore-Tex jacket on. I got the Gore-Tex shoes. I'm riding. If I've got to get somewhere, I'm riding. I prefer sunshine. I live in Adelaide because Adelaide is the best city on earth. Adelaide's the best city on the planet. So I live in Adelaide for that reason. It's also a very dry city. It doesn't rain much here. So it rains a bit. Right now it's raining a bit. I'll put my Gore-Tex jacket on, my Gore-Tex shoes, and I'll go just ride my bike to get to my next destination. Congrats in the park run PR, 16-16. I appreciate that, Jackson. Okay, here's an interesting one from Pim, the Cycling Dutchman. If all the great men take vasectomy, won't we create more of an idiocracy? Should the best men spread their seed? Do we need more humans on the planet? I say we don't. I could be called me crazy. I think we've got enough. I lose people when I say that, but I'd rather be real than fake. What's the guarantee if you have a kid, it's going to do the right things? There's zero guarantee of that. How your kid turns out, if it's going to be healthy, mentally sound, do good things, have a happy life, that's the roll of the fucking dice. That's the roll of the dice. Okay? People think, well, I've got money, I'm smart, I'm healthy, my kids are going to be fine. I mean, I hope they are. I wish you the very best. But that's the roll of the fucking dice. That's the roll of the dice for the umpteenth time. Roll the dice, man. Roll the dice. You know? Vaundry. Dude. Do my protocols, bro. Look at my race weight. Eat like me. What I recommend, my friends, in my ebooks, okay? You will be shredded, bro. Shredded, okay? Stop the nonsense. Okay? Do my protocols. Carbs to win. Ups from Brazil. Cheers, Bruno. Luis. You know what I mean? So that's the deal. You know? The sugar dieters. Wow, we've got a lot of questions here. I've got another super chat here. Oh, hang on. That's the one we already did. Appreciate the super chats, by the way, gang. So, yeah, I'm going to get going to my next meeting. We've got another super chat. Thank you very much. Roughneck Delta says, why B12 injections over pills? Because the injections just work. Guaranteed, man. They're in your system. The pills, they might work. Might work. I'm not a might person. I'm a yes, let's fucking go. Let's lock it in. Let's fucking get the results. That's the sort of person I am. Might turn up. Hey, do you want to go train tomorrow? Maybe. I might turn up. Maybe. Fuck that. I'm like, let's fucking rock and roll. 8 o'clock, I'll be fucking there. Rain, hail, or shine, we're racing. Let's go. That's what I'm into, okay? Might turn up. Nah, fuck that. So in a world of maybe or let's get 100% certainty, I like certainty. I like adventure, but I love certainty. The more I can lock in certainty and have that security and stability, the more I can have fun with adventure because I've got that foundation based on security, certainty. I'm certain of my B12 levels. I'm certain of my hemoglobin. I'm certain of my glycogen partitioning. I'm certain of my hydration levels. So that stacking glycogen, hemoglobin, the B12, the hydration, you stack that every day, boom, you can build on that. Because you're not going to collapse. Oh, I'm B12 deficient. I'm anemic. I'm not enough carbs. I'm dehydrated. Fuck that. I ain't missing out. I ain't missing out in life because of that. I ain't missing out. You know? So, yeah. Danny says, I've become addicted to soy chunks. Soy's good for you. But Danny, is the goal weight loss or weight gain? Okay, soy chunks good for weight gain. So, yeah. Am I ever really cold being lean? I went to the gym the other day, and pretty much every time I go to the gym, I'm the leanest fucker in there. It's very, very rare I go to a gym and there's someone leaner than me. It's rare. It's rare. Oh, but Harley, you're very skinny. I'm lean, bro. Yeah, I might be skinny, but people are fat, okay? Get as lean as me and then see how much muscle you got, bro, okay? So that's the deal. Do I feel cold, though? No, I don't, man. I mean, my hands get cold, but they've always gotten cold. That's always been the deal. But I am vascular. I am lean. I don't get cold like that. If I got, like, I do the running race on the weekend shirtless. You sort of see the veins and shit. You know, so I do the running race. I won the running race, first place on the weekend shirtless. Other people are running in a full tracksuit with a beanie on. So no, I don't feel the cold because I'm lean. Look at that vascularity. This is winter time here in Adelaide. Adelaide, best city in the world. My Jenny says my mother has diabetes. How can I explain to her that sugar is not the cause of diabetes? Jenny, your mum don't care about her health. If she did, she'd be reading my books. She'd be watching my videos on diabetes. Okay? Your mummy don't care, and that's okay. That's okay. The hardest thing about being into health is watching our friends and family destroy their health. So I'm not sure what diabetes your mum has, Jenny, but if it's type 1 or type 2, insulin resistance is the name of the game. Now, obviously, type 1, that's for life, but type 2, that's a temporary situation. So once you cut the fat and protein down, if Jenny, if your mum stayed with me, let's say she's type 2 diabetic, if your mum stayed with me, and I locked her in. She's in the durianrider prison. And I only allowed her food that I approve of. Sugars, fruits, starches. No oil, no animal, no nuts and seeds. No proteiny stuff, no fatty stuff. Just fruits, starches, sugars. No oils. The condiments would be soy sauce, oil-free ketchup, jam, oil-free stuff. Your mum's type 2 diabetes in a week would be nada, see you later, sayonara, okay? And then as soon as she brings the fat and protein back in, because she's addicted to that stuff, konnichiwa, welcome back diabetes type 2. Insulin resistance is caused by excess dietary fat and protein, okay? If you want insulin resistance, increase the fat and protein intake and you'll get insulin resistance in a few hours and it cascades from there, okay? So that's what's going on there. Insulin resistance is driven by fat and protein intake. okay? Where is Natasha? I was with Natasha just a couple of hours ago. Would you consider doing a members-only sleepover? That sounds a bit kinky, Mr. Condello. What's your favorite cheese? I like, what's the word? I can't even name a vegan cheese. I can't even name a vegan cheese. That's how rarely I eat it, okay? My goal isn't to be tubby, so I don't really give cheese much attention. Now, I do feed cheese to the pigeons. I dumpster dive cheese. I give it to the birds and the animals. But yeah. Goat's cheese. Why am I going to eat the fucking cheese from a goat? I'm not a baby goat. I'm not going to suck on a goat's titties, okay? What time do I eat my first meal of the day? I eat my first meal of the day I had some sugar. Within minutes of waking up, I had some sugar, just some sugar in my mouth, like a teaspoon of sugar, boom, boom, or a tablespoon, or 50 grams or 100 grams in my mouth, and then get some water, boom, wash it down, before I even get out of bed often, okay? Before I even get on my phone, have some sugar, get the brain lit up, get the cortisol dropping, get that body, boom, that's rock and roll. Last meal of the day, I'll eat my last meal of the day at 4 a.m. if I'm pulling on, or whatever it takes to get the carbs in. I never go to bed hungry, and I never skim on carbohydrate. I always eat as much carbohydrate as I care for. I start the day early with sugar. Never, only skip breakfast on the days you want to increase your body fat. What do I reckon of intermittent fasting? Oh, Danny says, Danny, only intermittent fast on the days you want to slow down your metabolism. Only intermittent fast on the days you want to teach your body to build fat stores, to build fat versus burn fat. I wake up, I'm in this cutting phase to get lean for cycling and running performances. So I'm having sugar, jelly beans, fruit within minutes of waking up. Okay? So that's what I do. Eating lentils. What's my thought on lentils? Yeah, they're cool. Not too much, but they're all right. Do you need to cycle like 40 miles a day to burn all the sugar? I don't cycle 40 miles a day. Watch my Strava. Yeah, if you're in hospital, if I'm 300 kilos in a coma and they're injecting me with sugar, after a year, I'm down to 100 kilos. How is that possible? I'm 300 kilos, fat as fuck, injected full of sugar, in a coma, not moving, not talking, not doing anything. Not crazy, the live stream yelling. I'm losing 200 kilos in a year, injected of sugar. How does that work? Sugar makes you lean. Fat makes you fat. Protein builds bulk. You want to increase your body weight, eat more fat and protein. You want to decrease your fat, if you want to decrease your body weight, decrease your fat and protein. Squash it right down and watch the body suck in, the scales plummet. And then if you want to speed up the results, get obsessed with riding your bicycle up hills, steep hills, just flogging it, just sweating and breathing and grunting and groaning, and just going up the hill with such intensity. People are like, "Are you okay, mate? Are you okay?" And not taking any stimulants. No stims. Just get your favorite music and crank it. All right? Play the beats, man. And you do that shit, you'll fucking strip the fuck down, man. You know? Someone says here, I'm an omnivore, but I run faster than you. Why is that? Prove it, bro. Prove it. Link 5K time in the Strava, okay? We don't see no links. But let's say you are faster than me, because of course there's people that are faster than me. I'm 16 for 5K slow course. Isn't super fast. Would the fastest runners in the world go faster if they cut out all animal products? The answer is yes. So that's like saying Kipchoge can beat me in gumboots. And he can. Does that mean gumboots are better? Why? What if gumboots are better, Harley? Why can Kipchoge run faster than you in gumboots? Are we performing because of something, or are we performing in spite of something? Okay, simple as that. I can ride a BMX up a hill faster than 99% of the planet. Does that mean BMX is superior to like a rim brake road bike? No. So there you go. But Fear Leaf, you got to prove your point, bro, with some Strava data. And okay, let's say you could run faster than me. I guarantee you're training way more than me, and I guarantee if I trained as much as you, I'd beat you. And how old are you? You're probably 20, 30 years younger than me, maybe. So there you go. If I train as much as you, I'd beat you, assuming you can beat me in a 5K. Right now, you're just yapping. We don't see no links here. So there we go. What do I think of semen retention? Great. I haven't popped a swimmer for 20 years. I got my vasectomy in 2005. But I'm going balls deep. Anyway, that's the deal. Milf rider, durianrider style. This is Mario Condolo. Hi, Harley. Vitamin and food with suggestions for my daughter's recovery from glandular fever. Thanks. My protocols, baby. My protocols. Recovering from the Tour de France, my protocols. Glandular, my protocols. Okay? In my ebook. Simple as that. The best protocols for sick people is the best protocols for fit people. Best rim brake upgrade for my CAD 4. Zondas or Mavic. I would get some Windspace R33 Hypers, man. But if you're on a budget, just get whatever aluminium clinch you can get for $100, $200. Light as possible. So yeah. Anyway, gang, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for the super chats. We'll do more videos like this. I've got some appointments to maintain. And we'll see you next video. Appreciate it. Winter here in Australia. Body fat, gang. Ripped, shredded. Stop starving yourself. Stop avoiding the carbs. Stop the insanity. Stop skipping breakfast. Stop running on stims. Stop the Ozempic nonsense. Do my protocols. Get ripped. Get energy. Stop the stimulant addiction. Carb restriction equals alcohol addiction. Carb restriction equals stimulant addiction. Sugar restriction equals mental health decline. Facts. You can disagree with me, but you're still going to be wrong. Sugar is key. If you want a sweet life, sugar is key. Okay? Sugar, my friends. The sugar cane plant is amazing. Okay? Our teeth, our canine teeth aren't canine teeth. Because if you bit into an actual bone of an animal, if you bit into a chicken leg like a dog does, don't do this. Don't do this. But hypothetically, if you bit into a drumstick chicken and the strong bone of the chicken leg, you would crack your canines like little brittle chalk things. Little chalk stubs would be left on your teeth. If you went like a full carnivore like your dog does or your cat does, they crack the bones of their teeth. If you put that animal bone in your teeth on your canines, your canines will be cracked like chalk. So the canine teeth of humans actually cane teeth for the sugar cane. Where you bite into it, you peel it back and you chew on that and you suck the sucrose. And you do that all day, sucking on sugar in the cane fields. Cane grass is a grass, okay? Cane grass. It grows wild, it grows fast, it's tasty, it digests perfectly. That's what our teeth are for. Sugar. Sugar's pH neutral. Anyway, that's the wrap up. I'm going to smash this pasta and then I'm going to have some more and then I'm going to go catch up with Natasha and then go from there. That's what it's about, gang. Carbs for the win. Get it fucking done. Boom.